Episode of Myths and Mysteries in Black and White with your two hosts Josh and Ed. First things first, as always, Ed, how you been, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, like this week I had my first week back at work and everything, so that was shit. Time off from getting married and that. But, yeah. So it's just getting in the swing of it and that. But yeah, no, not too bad. Yeah, usual really.
Same old, innit?
Same old, yeah. Just going to work, coming home, going to bed, going to work. You know, it's just the same old shit.
Just chucking a podcast in the middle of everything.
Yeah, if we can, and an investigation when we can as well. So,
speaking of investigations, a couple of things first. First, I want to say thank you to everyone that sent us in messages. We've received quite a few, so I appreciate that. And secondly, we also want to say a massive thank you to the Norfolk Folklore Society.
Yep,
am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. We have been talking with them about doing is it a panel show, talk show? What's it? What is it?
I think it's going to be more of like a group of people, and we're just doing a talk on a subject that we cover.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like we said, I want to say a massive thank you to them. We are looking at doing one of these talks probably around September time.
I think that's when they're going to start, but I think after a bit more communication and everything, when they can fit us in, because it's going to be a monthly thing. The only thing is I'd love like our listeners, well, if they're from our area, to come and see us.
Yeah,
but it's going to be on a Wednesday evening.
Mm-hmm.
But if not, follow Norfolk Folklore Society on Instagram, and you'll see about it. There, if people can't go, you'll be able to pay through Patreon, and be able to watch a video via Patreon.
Yeah.
So if you want to see it, there's always that chance to see it.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, hopefully by then we'll have some like cameras and everything sorted ready for the investigation side of it. So we can even do like a little behind the scenes vlog sort of thing of our day out there.
That's a shout. That's a very good shout, actually.
So just keep an eye on that. Obviously, the more we know, the more we'll let you guys know via Facebook, Instagram, or whatever.
Yeah, I just want to say they seem like absolutely lovely people, and we'll be honoured to be able to discuss our subjects with them.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm hoping that goes. I'm really buzzing for it.
Yeah, so am I actually.
It's always like, you know, when you like see like Comic-Con and things like that. I don't think it's going to be like a Comic-Con-esque thing, but it's like we're going to have a
thing we're going to have to a Comic-Con
at the minute. Yeah. Because I mean, in America they have like Cryptid Con. They have loads of different paranormal conventions.
Right.
And that. I think there is a few in the UK. But, I mean, they're not, like, widely talked about what they are in America.
No. But then again, saying that the subjects we cover really ain't that massively talked about compared to other things that are covered on podcasts.
I think now, like, the last couple of years, it's getting more and more, like, out in the open.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, especially, like, from our side, like, with cryptozoology, like, you get, like, TV shows like Finding Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster documentaries and stuff like that. There's a lot more subject matter. Like there's been more documentaries, there's been more shows about it.
Yeah.
So it's starting to come more in the air. Yeah. So which I'm buzzed
I'm more than happy about it. Time they're doing the podcast quite right.
I'd like to think so. Yeah. So, but we'll have to. If anyone knows of any like paranormal conventions what are held in the UK, drop us a message, because we'd love to.
Yeah, more than happy to go to it.
Yeah, not saying
like even as a panel.
No,
just going as like a guest.
Yeah. Walking about. Yeah, we'll probably vlog it as well.
Yeah, exactly. So more than happy to do that.
It'd be good to see people and that, who are like-minded as well. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that'd be really good. That'd be really interesting.
Yeah, so like I said, if you do know anything like that, please drop us a message.
Yeah, please do.
But onto the topic at hand, as you can tell by the title, this week we will be talking. I was about to say a follow-up, but it's not really a follow-up of your last one. But it's a case of we've done Dogman/Werewolf. We can't not do vampires.
No, that is right.
So,
and a lot of people have asked me to do vampires.
Yeah.
Like said like, oh, you know, because I remember talking to a few people. I said, yeah, we're going to be doing like Dogman and that and werewolves. I was like, oh, you're doing vampires? I was like, well, I weren't originally.
Yeah.
But they was like, oh, you got to do vampires if you're doing werewolves. So it's like,
sort of come hand in hand with one another.
Yeah. And I've worked, and I've also like I'll talk about vampires and Dracula, and also a cryptid. What is apparently out there called the Chupacabra, which is Spanish for goat sucker.
Right.
So we'll talk about that. So it's still got a cryptozoology link to it. So.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure most people know what a vampire is. But for those that have been living under a rock or anything, Ed, what is a vampire?
Well, a vampire in the folklore sense is an undead being. Can only come out at night. They're burn in the sun. They don't go sparkly. They just burn.
Thank fuck they're not like them dickheads. Don't get me started on them dickheads.
They can only go out at night, and they survive by drinking human blood.
Yeah.
I think that's
pretty much bang on it.
Yeah, and they live in coffins, and they could turn into bats.
Yeah.
Which is bollocks. But the word vampire first appeared in English in 1732 in news reports about vampire epidemics in Eastern Europe.
Epidemics? Fucking hell.
Yeah. Big hysteria about apparently there's people that are claiming to be vampires and stuff like that, and weird going on.
Yeah.
Vampires already been discussed in French and German literature after Austria gained control of northern Serbia and Altania with the Treaty of Passowitz in 1718. Officials noted the local practice of exhuming bodies and killing vampires. These reports, prepared between 1725 and 1732, received widespread publicity. The English term was derived possibly by the French because it's like vampire.
Yeah.
Or the German vampire.
Mm-hmm.
In turn derived from the early 18th century from the Serbian vampire, Serbian Strelic. But another less widespread theory is that the Slavic languages have borrowed the word from Turkish term of witch. Although the first folk legends about it were recorded only in the end of the 18th century. Czech linguist Václav Maček proposed a Slovak verb, vrepit, which means stick to or thrust into, or its hypothetical anagram, vrepit sa, in Czech. I'm sorry if there's any Czech people listening and I'm butchering your language. I do apologise. Which means to thrust violently, as an etymological background, and thus translates upir is someone who thrusts, bites. An early use of the old Russian word is in the anti-pagan treatise Word of Saint Gregory. Dated variously to the 11th, 13th centuries, where pagan worship of Upri is reported. So it has been, because I used to always think like vampires and everything came from Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah.
You know, that's where like widespread, weren't it? Because I mean that was in the early 19th century where the book came out.
Yeah.
So I always thought it came from there, but no, it turns out like this is centuries old,
so
like, nearly 1,000 years. So
I like the use of that word pagan as well, because when I say pagan, I always think like Vikings. You know, because it's what the British always used to call the Vikings, wasn't it?
I always thought pagan or like paganism was when you like worship the devil.
Yeah, it can't. Yeah, it is pretty much, but obviously because like in the Viking era, they weren't worshipping the Christian god, were they? They were worshipping Odin and all of them.
Oh right, yeah.
So obviously they were looked at as pagans because they weren't worshipping the Christian god.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'll get that. It's just more used as a derogatory term, isn't it?
Yeah, you fucking pagan.
Yeah. We've never said it.
No.
No.
Not at all.
The notion of vampirism has existed for millennia. Cultures as the Hebrews, ancient Greeks, Manipuri, and Romans had tales of demons and spirits which are considered precursors to modern vampires. Despite the occurrence of vampiric creatures in these ancient civilizations, the folklore for the entity known today as the vampire originates almost exclusively from the early 18th century southeastern Europe, when verbal traditions of many ethnic groups of the region were recorded, and in most cases vampires were revenants of evil beings. Revenants of evil beings, suicide victims, or witches. So basically, if you killed yourself, you're a vampire. You've become,
How the fuck does that even work?
Because it's an unholy death.
Yeah.
They feel like you'll come back and you'll be a revenant of evil. Because it's an unholy death.
So they probably were shitting themselves if there was like a sort of like a wave of people killing themselves. Thinking, oh fuck, here we go.
Yeah, I know.
They're coming back.
Yeah, then there would have to be like a real Van Helsing.
Yeah.
What a sick name, though. I know we go on about it every time, but Van Helsing.
Yeah.
If that doesn't scream out vampire hunter.
But speaking of Van Helsing, because obviously, you think of Dracula, vampires, Van Helsing, whatever, you normally think of one place in particular, and that's Transylvania. I take it, I'm pretty sure that's in southern Eastern Europe, isn't it?
Yeah,
like sort of
it's in
Romania.
Romania.
Romania sort of regions.
Yeah, because that's where, we'll get onto it, but like Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah.
That's where he pretty much came from, Transylvania. So that's where like the whole thing of vampires come from, Transylvania. That's where it like stems from, I think. But but it's throughout southeastern Europe where the legend of the vampire existed. Which also they had legends of werewolves and dog-headed creatures as well. So it's all very. That's why they always knit in together very well.
Yeah. See, you hear that? It's not through fucking Twilight. So shut your mouth.
Yeah, but Van Helsing came out before Twilight. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's OG.
Yeah, too right. Ain't got shit on Twilight.
I think
other way around. Sorry, Twilight ain't got shit on Van Helsing.
Yeah, I think I've said it before in the werewolf one, but the best depiction of werewolves has been in that film. I think.
Yeah, they weren't stupid four-legged dogs.
No.
They weren't no anorexic dog either in like Harry Potter. They were big, hard, built like built like the mountain at a Game of Thrones looking motherfuckers.
But with like a proper wolf's head.
Yeah.
They look the bollocks.
Yeah.
That's been one of my favourite interpretations.
But even going on like with the topic, even the vampires.
Yeah.
They look incredible.
Sick. They look
especially
sick.
when Dracula finally That's the one.
You don't see a lot of him.
Yeah, that's the one problem I've got with that film. Is you don't see a lot of him in that form. No, his ass was handed to him quite easy.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, by Van Helsing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Well, if you haven't seen it by now, I mean, when that film came out, 2004?
2003, I think.
Well, there you go. If you haven't seen it by now, your problem.
But yeah, no, like you'd have thought Dracula was going to cause more of a fight. But no, he was terrified.
I know it was the case of, it's the only thing that can kill him, so obviously it is only going to take one bite.
Yeah.
But for fuck's sake, come on, it was literally bite dead.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just melted.
Yeah, you're just like, come on, at least have a good old scrap.
Yeah. I mean, they did for a little bit, didn't they?
But you would have thought it would have gone on a bit longer.
Yeah. No, that was good. But the bit what always confused me about that film was, so Van Helsing, he has been alive for hundreds of years. Mm-hmm. So he had right. I thought originally I used to think he was like a descendant.
No, yeah, he was the left hand of God, weren't he?
Right.
He was friends with Dracula before he became Count.
Right.
Before he became a vampire, and but he was like also dark and sadistic and everything.
Mm.
Van Helsing was ordered to kill him, but he didn't want to. He was ordered to kill him. He didn't want to. But he eventually went through with it. He hated God because of it, so God discarded him. And that's when the bishops and everything found him on the stairs of the church. Took him in because he had no memory and everything. That's why Dracula could remember him.
And that's why he's so good at killing monsters and stuff. Right.
But obviously he has no memory whatsoever of it. And obviously Dracula remembered him because he's the one that killed him and everything.
Because they changed his name in it, didn't they? Because they changed his name. Because originally Van Helsing's first name is Abraham.
Yeah.
Whereas in that his name was Gabriel.
Yeah. Well, no, his Gabriel because he was the
the angel.
Yeah, the Archangel Gabriel. That was him.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why Dracula kept calling him it, because that's all he knew him as.
Oh, right. Oh, that makes sense. I love that, because then they've done the whole thing of his castle was where you could never walk to, so the devil gave him wings.
Yeah.
And I thought that was pretty sick how they worked that in. Mate,
because it was his dad that made the deal with the devil, weren't it?
Yes.
Because he was...
No, it was him who made... Was it his dad?
His dad made the deal with him,
right.
because he couldn't... Because he was that evil and everything, he swore to the devil, because he was ordered to kill his son, which was the girl's descendant, and he couldn't do it, so the devil basically went, right, if you can't kill... No, sorry, was it God or devil? One of them basically went, right, if you can't kill your family, your family, like through generations, will never go into heaven.
Yeah,
so that's why he had to be killed.
Yeah, until Dracula is dead.
Yeah.
Right.
And then obviously, because he couldn't kill him, he banned him to that fortress, and the devil gave him wings.
Ah, right. Yeah, I thought that's so... It's so underrated.
Created.
It's so underrated.
Yeah. If you haven't watched it, seriously, if you like this sort of thing, monsters and all that kind of thing, please watch it. It's one of the best films I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, it is incredible.
It's so underrated. I'm so gutted they've never done any more. I mean, in a way, how can you do any more?
Yeah, I mean, you had all the big monsters in that one.
Yeah, you had.
You can't. I mean,
you started off with Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
And then you've got like Frankenstein's monster, werewolves, Dracula, vampires.
You got Igor, which is meant to be like a depiction of a zombie, isn't he?
The way, he's more of he was just Frankenstein's like mutant mate.
Yeah.
And he turned on him.
Yeah. Dickhead.
Yeah, I know. That's funny how he died, though.
That was pretty funny.
Proper scream. He wrote weird, but he still had
hold of the thingy.
Yeah.
You're like, just let go.
Yeah. I love that bit, though, when he's prodding the fucking werewolf, the werewolf's screaming at him, and Dracula's like, why do you torment that thing? He said, that's what I do. So,
it is fun. Mate, the film is so good.
It is so good. I love it.
I'm going to watch that when I get in now. Definitely, I'm going to have to watch that now.
It's on Netflix.
There you go,
it is on Netflix, and I've watched it about fucking 3 or 4 times like the last month. I love that film. But they could also be created, like vampires. They could also be created by a malevolent spirit possessing a corpse, or by being bitten by a vampire. Belief in such legends became so pervasive, that in some areas it caused mass hysteria and even public executions of people believed to be vampires.
Oh, fucking hell.
So the whole witch trials of Salem Lot and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like,
proper like black magic-esque.
Yeah, because especially back in them times, because everything was to do with fucking magic and that then, really, weren't it? Because everything's mad.
Yeah.
All it takes, like, Chinese whispers. And then that's it. People were thinking, like all it's got to be... like, you imagine, like, some pissed-up teenager saying, have you heard of vampires? And people are like, no, what's that? They'll suck your blood. They'll drink you dry. You know, they're deadly. Really? Where do they come from? And then like listen all up. And then they'll go and tell their friends. And then they'll go tell their friends. And then before you know it, they got fucking 3 blokes here who've never done anything wrong in their lives getting burnt or staked or whatever
because they're believed to be a fucking vampire.
Yeah, and it's the same with the witch trials.
Yeah,
and it's fucking. Back then, it was a job to stay alive.
Yeah, fucking hell. But not even just through like all this sort of thing, but like just health in general. You think obviously back then they wouldn't have had half the like hygiene things we have nowadays.
No, they literally chucked bowls of shit out the window, and they had like bubonic plague, they had everything like fucking Spanish fever.
I swear, like it was rare to hit like
Saturday night fever.
I swear it was rare to like hit 40.
Yeah, it was.
In them days.
I think if you was 14, you was middle-aged.
Fuck me.
Yeah, I think they classed it. If you got to about 14, 16, you were middle-aged. So you didn't have a whole family by then.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Mate, we're on death's door back in them times then. Jesus
yeah, pretty
Christ.
much, yeah. I think if you got past 40, you was considered like a right old cunt.
Yeah. That is mad.
Yeah, I know. But it's just technology, mate.
Yeah.
Leaps and bounds. It is difficult to make a single definitive description of the folkloric vampire. I mean, we all know from films, TV shows, video games, just
the works.
Yeah, popular culture in general.
Yeah.
You vaguely know what a vampire is.
Yeah.
Though there are several elements common in many European legends. Vampires were usually reported as bloated in appearance,
Right.
and ruddy, purplish or dark in colour. These characteristics were often attributed. Is that a word?
Attributed.
Thank you. To the recent drinking of blood. So your whole like tall, skin, like fair, like posh, in like proper folklore vampire. They're the completely other way.
So Twilight, you're talking bollocks.
Yeah, but you could say the same for Van Helsing
Yeah,
because
no, but they're cool.
Right,
Twilight ones aren't.
Yeah,
Oh, got red eyes and a sparkle in the sunlight. Fuck off. I'm going to piss a lot of people off today, but quite frankly, I don't care.
Yeah, I know, Courtney. I can already hear Courtney.
I'm sorry if you love them films. I don't care.
Who was it? Connor loves them as well, doesn't he?
Fucking weirdo. You like that film, you're tapped. Fact. You're tapped. They're bullshit.
They are pretty shit.
Pretty?
Yeah.
Pretty shit? They're wank.
It's like, because I love shit films, right? I love like an easy watch if they're not even easy watching.
No.
Because they try too hard.
Oh, mate.
The best bit of the first film is the baseball scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
That bit was pretty sick.
And that was only really because of the song.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But they... and I liked it because how he's done the pitching.
Blondie.
Nah, the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever her name is.
I can't think of her name, which is a good thing in a way. But yeah, no, she's quite tidy. I used to fancy her when I was younger. Not now, Courtney. Don't worry.
She's probably already turned off this podcast because I've slated Twilight too much.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, probably. Vampires were said as being so inflated that blood would often leak out of their pores. From their pores. Reports exist of blood seeping from vampires' noses, ears, mouths, and post-staking penis.
Right.
Piss blood.
So any men out there, if you ever see a little trickle of blood in your wee, don't worry, you might just be a vampire.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, don't bother getting your prostate checked or nothing. Just go start
Doctor
biting
Who,
people.
Just like that.
Just close your curtains, wait till it's night time, just go start biting people.
Yeah.
If you get the taste for it, don't worry. If not, go to your doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What have we done?
I hope people don't take us literally.
Oh, God.
Like, too literally, anyway. Fucking hell. Sometimes to the extent the entire corpse would be found swimming in a pool of blood, sitting at the bottom of the vampire's coffins. Fuck was that?
We said the word too much.
What, vampire?
Yeah.
Nah, sunlight. If I open the door, see sun sparkling. Like, told you, Josh.
Oh, well, kick its head in.
It would be clad in the linen shroud it was buried in. The coffins.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes partially eaten, with certain stories relating it was possible to hear vampires chewing in their graves, the sound akin to the munching of hogs. So when hogs are like...
What are they doing? Eating themselves?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't get that. Because if they're supposedly dead, they're not going to be hungry. Like, they like the typical aspect of a vampire is they drink blood to sustain themselves. So they can stay alive. But they're not actually hungry.
No.
So why the fuck are they eating themselves? Boredom?
Boredom. I bet, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. It probably would be boredom. But also, fangs weren't a genuine feature of a vampire. They'd probably like just bite into you, just like suck it at you.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole fangs thing, again, I think come from Bram Stoker.
Yeah.
I've never actually read that book.
No, nor have I.
I'd like to, I think. Give it a go. But then they've done the film, and apparently, we see Van Helsing as Van Helsing, like Hugh Jackman and that, like a vampire hunter. But he weren't. He was just a doctor.
Oh,
like
right.
A professor. He did kill vampires, but he never actually killed Dracula.
Oh.
So the whole... Yeah, so I think like in time they've just made it more like badass. Because come on, with a
I
name,
suppose they have to for a film aspect as well.
yeah, and for a name like Van Helsing, and he's just a professor.
Yeah, it's a bit. Huh.
That's like having,
anticlimactic, that.
yeah, Indiana Jones. He's an archaeologist. Yeah, he's fucking there with Time Team, just chipping away. Do you know what I mean? But that bloke from like fucking Bristol, war.
Fucking hell.
We found a rune here. And Indiana Jones with a name like that.
Yeah.
He's standing there with a fucking brush and pick. Bollocks. He's running away from boulders like a sick cunt.
Fucking hell.
And when the vampire slept, apparently their left eye was always open. Don't know why.
Okay.
Because they were generally described as undead. Some folk tales spoke of them as living beings.
Mm-hmm.
The methods of destroying a suspected vampire came in many forms. Staking was the most common.
Yeah.
Wooden stake. Peter Cushing. No, that's a film. Particularly in South Slavic cultures. Ash was the preferred wood in Russia and the Baltic states, or hawthorn in Serbia. They're types of wood.
Yeah.
Didn't know. With a record of oak in Silesia. Aspen was also used for stakes. Pretty much anything.
Any wood, by the sounds of it.
Not pine.
Pine, oak, or willow. Stay away from them and you're good.
No, I did say oak.
Oh, right. Pine and willow then.
Aspen
Just like that vampire comes to you back garden. Fuck off, I got a tree. It's made of pine. I'll do you.
Oh no. I don't know why they sounded like that. I don't know why they sounded like that. I can't suck your blood.
You sound like the fucking Dracula off of Sesame Street.
Oh, okay.
1, 2.
Have you ever seen it was a video and it was of that Count Dracula,
Right.
and it was like after they changed the word, I can't remember what word it was, but they bleeped it, so it sounded like he was saying fuck. Honestly, I was in tears. It was
fucking hell.
It was like beep and the beep, the beep, beep. It's just like his fucking hand pumping.
Brilliant.
I was fucking crying. Yeah, aspen was also used for stakes, as it was believed that Christ's cross was made from aspen. Aspen branches on the graves of meant to be vampires were also believed to prevent their risings at night.
Right.
So pretty much, if you knew there was a vampire there, you'd cut down like an aspen branch, lay it on top of the coffin. The vampire can't get out.
Yeah.
Because it seems like they always treat vampires like the Antichrist.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like the embodiment.
Of the devil, sort of thing.
You've got God, and you've got the devil.
Yeah.
Then you have Jesus, the son of God, and it seems like the vampire was the son of the devil.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it just seems like they're always about.
Yeah.
There's about there. It's like you've got the heavyweights, which is God and the devil,
Yeah.
and then you've got like the fucking cruiserweights.
Yeah, that's pretty good way of putting it, actually.
Well, you know. Potential vampires were most often staked through the heart, though the mouth was targeted in Russia and northern Germany, and the stomach in northeastern Serbia. Piercing the skin of the chest was a way of deflating the bloated vampire. Oh. This is similar to the practice of anti-vampire burial, burying sharp objects such as sickles with the corpse so that they may penetrate the skin if the body bloats sufficiently while transforming into a revenant.
Right.
There's a problem with that. Say they don't blow it up, you've just given them a load of tools and weapons to fuck you up with.
Yeah, that's the point. That is the point.
Or you're going to like do your garden or go and sickle your field or whatever, sow your field, and think, fuck, where have I put... Oh, it's
Buried with fucking matey boy.
David. We thought he was a vampire. Turned out he just had a cold. Because that would be it, though,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
That's pretty much it, yeah.
You sneezed funny, vampire.
Well,
Said a word no one understood. Oh, he's fucking witch. Fucking get something in the back of your throat and you start
just-
growling. Fucking
like,
werewolf.
"Oh, God."
Decapitation was the preferred method in German and West Slavic areas, with the head buried between the feet, behind the buttocks, or away from the body. So
So he
basically,
literally shoved his head up his ass.
pretty much, by the sounds of it, or away from the body. This act was seen as a way of hastening,
Hastening.
yeah, probably, the departure of the soul.
Slowing it down.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, don't be hasty. No, quick.
Yeah, it's quickening it.
Yeah. Departure of soul, which in some cultures was said to linger in the corpse. The vampire's head, body, or clothes could also be spiked and pinned to the earth to prevent rising.
Fucking hell, they're not taking any chances with this.
They
thing, are
really
they?
ain't. You got to give them
They're
credit.
hammering it down. They're putting sickles next to it. They're deflating it. And they're putting a big tree over the top of its coffin.
Yeah.
They are taking no chances with this fucker.
Because, Kim, have you ever been to I don't suppose you have. It's not really a thing people go to. But in some cemeteries...
Yeah, I go there every Sunday, mate.
Oh, no. There's some graves, but they have like a cage over the top.
Yeah,
Have you seen them?
yeah, I've seen a few.
Yeah.
I thought that was just to stop crows from sitting on it,
Well,
like birds.
I always thought it was something to do with vampires or zombies.
Right.
But it turns out it was to prevent grave robbers.
Ah, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it's to prevent...
Which, going on a tangent, if you're a grave robber, you are one sick, twisted fucker.
What, Frankenstein was?
Yeah, but... Yeah, exactly. Sick, twisted fucker.
Create life.
Yeah, but, like, just... now... It's alive! But nowadays, grave robbers, they're tapped. They are some tap fuckers.
Yeah, there aren't really many nowadays, is
Nah.
there?
Well, you don't hear of any from around this area, but...
Well, no, especially. But I know, like, there's been stories of, like, people, like, getting jumped, getting, like, chloroformed or whatever, and then waking up with, like, a scar, and then people, like, nick their fucking kidneys and stuff.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because black market.
True.
You know, you imagine how much that would go for.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I have heard stories of that.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, people, like, walking in the park, see, like, I don't know, like a homeless man.
Yeah.
So like, oh, do you want change of that? Says, no, I just fancy a chat. Start to talk to him. Bang.
Bang.
The rags on their face. They're seeing fucking purple dragons.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, they're getting a kidney took off them.
Yeah, and then they wake up and then fucking a bit
At
later
least they
on
have the
one side.
courtesy to stitch them back up.
But yeah,
Instead of letting them bleed out.
well, that is true. Well, because then it'd be murder.
Yeah, that is the point. Instead, it's just a robbery.
Yeah, it's just
Help, I've been robbed. Why? What they took? Your house, your keys, your wallet? Nah, my kidney.
yeah,
I'm sorry, I thought you said your kidney. Yeah, I fucking did.
yeah. I'm a spleen. But coming a bit back on topic, we've got to talk about the most famous vampire there is, Count
Yep.
Dracula.
Yep.
But the real name of the man is Vlad.
Right.
Vlad Dracul.
Sounds cool, but not as cool as Dracula.
You'll change that because Dracul means dragon.
Oh.
The name Dracula, which is now primarily known as the name of a vampire, was essentially known as as the name of Vlad III. Diplomatic reports and popular stories refer to him as Dracula, Dracula, or Dracula. Already in the 15th century, he himself signed his two letters as Dracula or Dracula.
Yeah. Mind you, I think in Van Helsing he calls himself Dragulia.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me introduce myself.
Yeah. That actor was quality. They
Yeah.
couldn't have cast him any better.
The brides,
Mm,
they were a bit cringy.
the
at
dark-haired
times.
one,
Oh, she was cringy as fuck off.
cringy, but at the same time she had that sort of tone in her voice.
She did, but I thought out of them, she was the cringiest.
Mm. Yeah, I get what you mean.
The red-haired one, I thought, was probably the better one. Well, the blonde-haired one gets fucking...
Oh, she just
Dispatched.
gets done up straight away.
Yeah, she gets dispatched very quickly. Whereas, yeah, In the late 1470s, his name had its origin from his father, Vlad Dracul, which means Vlad the Dragon.
Alright, yeah, that's pretty sick. Vlad the Dragon.
In medieval Romanian, who received it after he became a member of the Order of the Dragon. I don't really know what that is.
That just sounds like... Right, I'm not being racist or anything, but that does sound like a Chinese underworld gang. You have to admit. That does sound like a Chinese underworld gang.
The Order of the Dragon.
Yeah, come on. Come on, that sounds like that should be the villain in Shang-Chi. It fucking does, though. I don't mean that racially or anything, but that really does.
Yeah. But if you was here on our dragon episode, you'd know that dragons, as well as the Chinese, was very prominent in Slavic folklore. So
yeah,
and European folklore, so it makes sense. Oh dear. He received it. Dracula is the Slavonic genitive form of Dracul, meaning the son of Dracul, or the dragon. So Dracula means the son of the dragon.
Alright, yeah, that's pretty cool. So Count, son of the dragon. Yeah, go with Count Dracula. It sounds a bit weird when you say it like that. Count, son of the dragon.
Yeah, true.
It sounds like a swear word. You stumped your foot. Count, son of the dragon!
You son of a dragon. But in modern Romanian, Dracul means the devil, which contributed to Vlad's reputation.
Yeah.
Vlad III is known as Vlad Tepes, or Vlad the Impaler.
Mm-hmm.
In Romanian historiography, they keep saying this word. I ain't fucking trying it. It's connected to the impalement that was his favourite method of execution. The Ottoman writer Tursun Beg referred to him as the Impaler Lord around 1500. Mercer the Shepherd, Voivode of Wallachia, which is where he was in charge, Vlad, used his word when referring to Vlad III in a letter of grant on April 1st, 1551.
Fucking hell.
Vlad's victories over the invading Ottomans were celebrated throughout Wallachia, Transylvania, and the rest of Europe. Even Pope Pius II was impressed, but Vlad also earned a much darker reputation. On one occasion, he reportedly dined among a veritable forest of defeated warriors withering on impaled poles. So he went and had dinner with a load of blokes with a fucking pole up their ass.
They were impaled in another way.
It's not known whether tales of Vlad III dipping his bread in the blood of his victims are true, but stories about his unspeakable sadism swelled throughout Europe. That's where they got the idea of Dracula, because as well as impaling them, they said he used to drink the blood.
Yeah.
And I can remember being a kid, and I was always told, like, because I think the way he used to impale them, he used to stick the rod through the rectum,
Yeah.
through the ass, or if a woman, through the vagina.
Right.
And the weight of yourself would pull you down.
Yeah. So it come out like your mouth.
Your mouth, or your nose,
something
or your throat, or whatever. And I was always told, like, when they got to the bottom, like, with the blood, like, on the pole, you used to, like, lick it off the pole.
That's just been up their ass, bruv.
They didn't have fucking...
I know, but come on. You're in some kinky shit, Vlad.
It's Romanian, what do you expect? They gave us the cheeky girls, for fuck's sake. The number of people he's killed, apparently, are in the thousands. Tens of thousands.
Oh.
In total, Vlad is estimated to have killed about 80,000 people.
Fucking
Through
Jesus.
various means. This includes some 20,000 people who were impaled and put on display outside the city of Targovsky. Targovsky. Can't they have normal names? The sight was so repulsive that the invading Ottoman Sultan Mehmed II, after seeing the scale of Vlad's carnage and the thousands of decaying bodies being picked apart by crows, turned back and retreated to Constantinople.
Yeah, no fucking shit. Bang it.
I
You
said that
banged
one
it.
right. I'll tell you what, I did have to read this like a good couple of times before. I was like, okay, Constant.
Yeah, no fucking shit. He turned back.
Yeah, you imagine
20,000
seeing that
people with
fucker.
six up their ass. I'll be turning around.
Yeah, but it'd be, you wouldn't even think of that. You just see like
Yeah.
decaying bodies,
He'd be like,
crows on.
fuck this shit out, man.
What did you see? Don't talk about it. Was it that bad? Don't talk about it. I've seen things, man. In 1476, while marching to yet another battle with the Ottomans, Vlad and a small vanguard of soldiers were ambushed, and Vlad was killed and beheaded. By most reports, his head was delivered to Mehmed II in Constantinople as a trophy to be displayed above the city's gates.
You'd feel like a boss when you're carrying his head in.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Slamming the door open, strutting like fucking Conor McGregor. Vlad do nothing.
Because they done the same. Well, I remember because they when they got Blackbeard, they done the same thing, cut his head off.
Did they?
Yeah, when he was aboard Queen Anne's Revenge, and I think it was on the Tower of London. They actually hung his head.
Yes, I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just a thing like, don't fuck with us.
Yeah.
That you got to think like Vlad the Impaler has killed over 80,000 people. And that you're like,
you've got his head.
I've got it.
Yeah.
I've done this prick. And what do you
like
think
you
I'm
were
going to do
frightened
to
of
you?
him. You should be even more frightened of the fucker that killed him.
Exactly. And same with like with the British government when they got Blackbeard. Bit different. The Middle Ages were notoriously violent, and the name of Vlad III Dracula may have been a mere historical footnote, were not for the 1820 book by British consul of Wallachia, William Wilkinson, an account of principalities of Wallachia and Moldavia, with various political observations relating to them. Wilkinson delves into the history of the region, mentioning the notorious warlord Vlad Tepes. But Stoker, who never visited Vlad's homeland, was nonetheless known to have read Wilkinson's book, and if ever there was a historical figure to inspire a bloodthirsty, monstrous, fictional character, Vlad III Dracula was one.
Uh-huh.
So he was fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, that's putting it lightly.
But people at the same time loved him.
Yeah.
Because Wallachia was surrounded by the Ottomans.
Right.
Absolutely, and he fought them off tooth and nail.
Yeah,
you
know, worshipped, didn't you?
It was his homeland.
Yeah.
He was protecting his homeland. I don't agree with what he done.
Some of the brutal shit, but needs must. But then again, at the same time,
it did work for a
back
time.
then. Yeah, it did work, and if it's scaring people off, you're doing something right.
Exactly.
Because I'm pretty sure he'd even need a break every now and again. He'd be fucking knackered.
Yeah, fucking right. No?
So it's like if I scare him off for a little bit, and then I'll fight him.
Yeah, that's it. And like I say, it was such a small population compared to the Ottomans, what was completely surrounded in that region. Yeah, he had to think of ways to keep people out. He was protecting his people at the end of the time. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
it was just the way he done it. It was fucking ferocious. But speaking, well, that is like the folklore and the history of vampires.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to try and bring it on to what I know best, which is cryptids, cryptozoology. And I did mention it at the start of the episode, but this does include El Chupacabra, which means the goat sucker.
Yep.
I've learned a lot from reading about it as well, because I knew what El Chupacabra was.
Yeah.
I knew about it was from Puerto Rico and stuff like that. But I thought it was a bit of a vague thing because the first sighting was in 1995. Top year.
Yeah, quality year.
2 legends were born that day.
Exactly.
That year. That day.
That day.
But actually, it does stem a lot further back.
Right.
1400 years BC.
Oh. They've been around for time.
Yeah, but in a completely different area.
Right.
But so this is the Chupacabra. The earliest Chupacabra sightings, what is like modern times, shall we say, was placed in rural and more notably Canavanas, Puerto Rico in 1995, rapidly linking together numerous sightings of goat-sucking creatures around the world, some in Indonesia and the Philippines, that took place nearly 2 centuries earlier. In recent archaeological discoveries, the term goat sucker was found to be used in ancient Mayan literature as the Kamazots as early as 1400 BC.
Fucking hell.
BCE.
That's before Christ emerged, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. So there's been time. That's what makes it that so much more.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because
It's
if it
time
was
ago.
because at the time, just from 1995, I think bollocks.
Mm-hmm.
You know that it should, like I've said with everything, it's got to come from ancient civilizations for it to have that,
some sort of credibility to it.
Yeah. Where so at the time I was like, nah, it ain't fucking real.
Yeah.
But and then now, after reading that, it's like, you never know.
Yeah.
The first known attacks were in March of 1995 in Puerto Rico. 8 sheep were discovered dead, each completely drained of blood. Investigators found 3 strange puncture wounds in the chests of the animals. Despite the odd circumstances, authorities could only attribute the killings to a known predator, a fox.
Right.
Foxes
don't do that shit.
Don't drain blood.
No.
They'd eat the flesh. Perhaps others, however, recognised similarities in these deaths to enigmatic cattle mutilations, which has been taking place in the American Southwest with increasing regularity.
Mm-hmm.
In Canovanas, about 30 citizens claimed to have seen the Chupacabras, swearing that it had only swooped down from the sky and leapt over treetops. It wasn't until November 19th, 1995 that a detailed description of the Chupacabras came from an eyewitness. On that autumn night in Puerto Rico, the creature struck again. Farmers awoke to a horrifying scene. Dozens of turkeys, rabbits, goats, cats, dogs, horses and cows dead, with no explainable cause, just the mysterious markings left by the blood-drinking Chupacabras.
Yeah, so that rules out, because obviously, when common days were like farms and that, a virus can easily go around. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kill them all.
Yeah.
So that wipes that off the thing, because
Yeah.
a virus don't exactly leave fucking holes in you.
No, and drained the blood.
And drain your blood.
No, I can't think of that. But in the north-central city of Caguas, a startled homeowner caught the world's first fleeting glimpse of the goatsucker. Described as having huge red eyes and hairy arms, the creature alleged broke into the bedroom of the house through a window, tore apart a child's stuffed teddy bear, and left a puddle of slime and a single piece of rancid meat on the windowsill before disappearing.
So was the meat from the dog where it broke in?
Dog?
Well, you know what I mean, the
creature.
Chupacabra. Yeah.
Possibly, or it had something on its on its person. I don't know. Through the end of 1995, Chupacabras have been blamed for more than 1,000 mysterious animals' deaths, all resulting from blood loss through one or more puncture wounds. In that time, several more eyewitnesses came forward, consistently describing the creature as being monkey-like but having no tail. They categorised it as having large oval red eyes that sometimes glowed, grey skin, a long snake-like tongue, fangs and long spinal quills that made double as wings. Those who saw it say Chupacabras stand about 4 to 5 feet tall, hops like a kangaroo and leaves a foul sulphur-like stench. At the site of some deaths, unidentified 3-toed tracks were found. Zoologists could think of no known animal to adequately fit its strange portrait.
Yeah, no shit. Bounces like a kangaroo. It's a stench of a skunk.
Or sulphur.
Or sulphur.
So it's even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's got fucking spikes on its back. Large red eyes.
Not going to go looking at that going, that looks like a tiger.
But it just seems so mad. Like, it's so... you couldn't think of anything to match it.
No, so blasé sort of thing.
Yeah. It's so one of a kind.
Yeah.
Because then that makes me start thinking, what is... like? Is it a mammal? Is it a reptile? Is it a bird of some sort? You know what I mean? Is it an amphibian? By the sounds of it, I'll say it's a reptile.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a mammal, because well, you've got to just look at the eating habits. Whatever animal survives by drinking blood and not eating.
No, the only
Because all these, like...
bats.
Vampire
bats.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I think that's not just their staple diet, but...
No, I was going to say, they surely got to eat something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do, but I think it's just because they're known to drink blood.
Yeah.
But was the Chupacabra a figment of agitated imaginations? Could the witnesses have mistaken a fox or a panther for this weird creature?
What fucking panther or fox looks like that?
I have no idea.
I've never seen a panther bouncing. Are you?
No, not personally. I've seen
Like in videos. Have you seen it bouncing like a kangaroo?
No.
And plus, what was it? A panther and a what?
A fox.
They ain't exactly 5 foot tall.
No. And also, panthers and foxes, their eyes glow yellow,
Yeah.
not red. Was it, after all, just a superstition? In any cases, the killings continued.
Mm-hmm.
So something was killing these animals.
Yeah.
You can't just say... I imagine people, like, proper, like, shallow, bone-idle people say, person could do it.
Yeah.
Why would any normal person, any person in any way, shape or form, was going create a syringe with three puncture needles to stab into an animal without the animal fighting,
Yeah.
and draining the blood?
Yeah.
Because you'd need a fucking tank on the back of a truck, wouldn't you? Why would you need all that blood?
No, you wouldn't.
In March, it's fucking phone. In March 1996, Chupacabras struck for the first time in the United States. It had somehow crossed the Caribbean and slain 40 animals in a rural area northwest of Miami, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
But Florida is batshit crazy, so you just
Yeah.
know. It's just no
Plus, at the
go.
same time, you know, crossing the Caribbean, do you know what I mean? How?
Well-
How? What, did it sneak up on a boat?
Swim.
What, that long?
Caribbean to, well, from Puerto Rico, it's not actually that far.
Yeah, but to still swim it, it's still... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we don't know what these animals are. We don't know if they can swim.
Yeah.
If they can swim that far.
Yeah, true.
If they're a reptile, reptiles are really known, apart from tortoises, are known to swim quite well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, true.
You just don't know. They're saying it's got like arms and everything, but has it got webbed feet? That's
Yeah.
never been discussed. So if it has, it could probably swim very well.
Yeah, true.
On May the 2nd, a report came from Rio Grande Valley in southern Texas. A 6-year-old pet goat was found dead with the unmistakable puncture wounds of the Chupacabras. On the same day, the creature appeared further south in Juarez, Mexico, where it preyed on dogs and other small mammals. Because that's the thing.
It got there quick, didn't it?
Well, it's going to be more than one.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But that's the thing. They always feed on mammals.
Yeah.
They're feeding on warm blood. Which a cold-blooded creature could still do that, because if they're drinking warm blood, it's actually warming them up, which then gives them energy.
Yeah.
Because that's, you know, if it's cold, a snake will just stay still.
Yeah.
Hot, it will move about. Same with every reptile.
Yeah.
So with that, that's what makes me think it's trying to warm its body temperature for it to move, to have energy. Not sure.
Mm-hmm.
More witnesses verified Chupacabra's description. The row of spikes or feather-like projections running down its spine.
Spikes as well also lead towards reptile more than mammal.
Oh yeah, I'd say so. Because when you look at the back of iguanas, and crocodiles even, they've also got like the
Some
scoots,
sort of spike,
they call it. The way it stands upright on 3-toed feet with its forearms suspended at the chest level, not unlike a kangaroo. Its large, sometimes glowing eyes.
Again, reptiles can do that. Lizards especially.
Yeah.
Like Komodo dragons and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
They stand on their hind legs for
Oh,
fucking ages.
frilled lizards is a prime example. That's their self-defense.
Yeah.
They stand up, they puff themselves out, they make themselves look big.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing it, it bit Steve Irwin on the nose. What a man. The next day, May the 3rd, in northern Mexico, the village of Caldron was terrorised by a giant bat-like creature that feasted on the blood of several goats. Like a scene out of Frankenstein, farmers formed vigilante groups to try and stop the monster, but without success. Throughout May, reports came in from all over Mexico where chupacabras left dead cows, sheep and rams in its bloody wake.
Mm-hmm.
This thing could fucking drink. It put Andre the Giant to shame on what way these fuckers to go. With hundreds of killings over the decades after the Puerto Rican sightings in 1995, Chupacabras has eluded capture. Several sightings have been claimed, and its description fits no biological classification, and its killing methods puzzle forensic experts. If eyewitnesses can be believed, and until the experts can deliver a plausible explanation for the bizarre deaths, Chupacabras remains a real modern mystery. Most cryptozoologists, my boys, date the earliest sightings of the Chupacabra to pre-Columbian civilizations that inhabited areas thousands of years before the arrival of Christopher Columbus in 1642, such as the Aztec and Mayans.
Mm-hmm.
New archaeological finds are quickening interest in the Maya, a people whose history is shrouded in myths. Nigel Richardson, touring their former lands, found old beliefs as potent as ever. Between the ruined Mayan cities of Cabar and Uxmal in the Mexican state of Yucatan, there is a red church on a hill. The interior is lined with strange wooden shrines, their doors ajar like cabinets of curiosities. A caretaker who was clearing away the gutted candles welcomed us and said sadly, "We don't hold so many religious festivals these days because of the Chupacabra, you see." The Chupacabra, it translates literally as goat sucker, a cryptid or mythical beast that the villagers of Santa Elena believes preys on livestock. If you hold a festival, you are just asking for the Chupacabra to saunter along and pick off the goats and pigs you bring to feed the festival goers. So it's best not hold festivals in the first place. Superstition runs deep here, as deep indeed as El Inframundo, the underworld, which underpinned the beliefs of the old Mayan civilization of Mexico and Central America. This year, the eyes of the world are turning afresh on this extraordinary people and the period of history.
So they're proper skeptical about it now.
They're terrified.
Yeah.
They're literally terrified of these so-called creatures. There's an ancient statue of Camazotz, which we'll put a picture on the Facebook or an Instagram.
Yeah.
Could it that be of a Chupacabra is nothing but a modern occurrence of the Camazotz legend. In Mayan mythology, Camazotz was a bat god. Camazotz means death bat in Quiche language. In Mesoamerica, the bat was associated with night, death and sacrifice. A ferocious demon that lived in the Mayan underworld, Xibalba. Camazotz, the death bat, was usually depicted with a vampire bat. The best evidence in the support of this is the fact that the word chupa, a root of chupacabra, is often associated with vultures and bats. Also, I found several reports of chupacabra mentioned that it has a tube-like sucker device near its mouth. But that could also mean because it said it had a snake-like tongue.
Yeah.
So it could be either the tongue or it could be a fucking sucking thing.
Yeah. It's part Dyson.
No, but some animals do have that.
Yeah.
I think some species of bats, birds, insects, they do have the like a hose.
Yeah.
Elephants.
Yeah.
I mean, moray eels have a second set of jaws.
Yeah.
Don't they? So it's not
completely out of the picture.
No.
You know what I mean, it's not ridiculous.
No. I mean, after researching it, I've started to think there could be something.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm not too sure if I believe there could be something out there, but let's for argument's sake say it is. I definitely think all the signs are pointing towards it being some sort of a reptile.
Yeah, 100%. But I mean, like, the fact is, this is stone cold, black and white facts. There have been animals being killed and being left with puncture wounds, drained of blood.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, there's no vampire bat that could do that.
No.
There is no other animal in the zoological index what can do that.
Mm-hmm.
To cows, to horses,
dogs, cats, chickens,
but I'm seeing it as with the larger animals.
Yeah. I mean, because the larger animals could just fuck it up easy.
Yeah, I mean, a cat is smaller. Yeah, you could say something could do it.
Something could do it, but it's the whole draining it with the 3 puncture wounds instead of eating it like any other normal fucking animal.
Yeah, it's got to have that. It's got to have like a suction of some sort, or it's very good at knowing where the arteries are, say, and it's puncturing into an artery, and the blood's just gushing out towards it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and it's just lapping it up.
But why 3?
It's got 3 teeth.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like you were saying with it's got to be an animal that knows where an artery is or something. So like if it was any other animal, it wouldn't have 3 teeth, would it?
Well, you think it'd just have 1?
No, but it'd have like 4 or more.
Oh, right.
It wouldn't just go like that, would it?
Oh, right, yeah, I'll get you. No, because I don't know any animal, really. There probably is, but that have 3 teeth.
Yeah, it's a bit... You can make the case for, like, if an animal's lost a tooth, but... No,
but it's so consistent.
Yeah.
It's the consistency of it.
Yeah.
Because, so, I don't know. That, like I say, that is the stone cold fact.
Yeah.
Animals have been being killed with 3 puncture wounds. Because I remember watching different shows and everything, and they were saying, "Oh, we found a Chupacabra," especially in America, in Texas, especially. They claim they've got a Chupacabra. It turns out a lot of the time it's a dog with mange.
No, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, a lot of the time.
Because when I first heard of Chupacabra, that's what I thought, blood-sucking dog. Hence why I said earlier dog.
Yeah. No, like, it's more of a reptilian looking thing. But, in Texas now, like, I remember Monster Quest, I remember there was a big buzz because they caught one. Yeah, it turned out to be a coyote with mange.
No, for fuck's sake.
Which, when you see, like, a coyote with mange, yeah, they look fucked. They don't look... You wouldn't recognise it. No, and it looks otherworldly, shall we say?
Right.
So you can understand why, and they do become ferocious.
Yeah.
So with that, you can understand in a way, but no, that's not a Chupacabra.
Yeah.
The original Chupacabra is this little fucker standing up, jumping about, and sucking on goats.
Yeah. That sounds mad. That sounds mad.
He's a dirty little bastard, isn't he? I went out to go and milk my cow, and there was this fucking Chupacabra sucking off my goat.
Goat seemed to be buzzing.
He looked at me, you know.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
I just gave the old goat a wink and I walked off.
I'll leave you to it, boy.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're finished.
And I'll come back and he's done my cow as well.
Fucking hell, he'd have a right good go on that horse then, wouldn't he? Fucking hell.
Whose horse is that?
Fucking Jesus. He's looking at the horse going, fucking hell, I'm about to have a field day, boys. Jesus Christ. Size of that fucker. That's a 2-man job. Oi, boys, get over it.
Because they do say, like, with Chupacabras and that, like, there's always more than one about.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah. There can't just be the one.
No, but what I mean is to say on the farm there was like I said, there was 30 animals.
Oh yeah.
One Chupacabra could not do that. No. Me and you can eat a lot.
Yeah, but not we couldn't even
we couldn't even match that.
No.
So they've had to been 5, 6, say. You know, that's 5
minimum.
Say there's 6, so that's 5 animals apiece.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
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 See, I'm
we're good at maths.
fucking good at maths here, mate. I've got a C. So it's 5 animals apiece. They'd like say, all right, there's one big one for each. There's one middle one, and then there's fucking 3 little animals.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Draw straws.
Fuck's sake.
Got the start and the main dessert. So yeah, but with that, so there has to be they're in groups. There's never just
Definitely.
like I'd say they're a pack hunter.
Is it common for reptiles to be? Well, I don't know, there's crocodiles and that, but is it common for reptiles to be pack hunters?
Yeah, it can be. Well, come on, like that David Attenborough episode with that lizard with the snakes.
Oh yeah,
there was loads of
tons of
them.
them.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I think a lot of reptiles. A lot of different reptiles. They do congregate in groups. But like I say, we're just presuming it's a reptile. I'm not saying it's a
polar opposite.
Yeah, it could be some sort of.
Could be a newt.
Yeah, an amphibian
a
or
giant newt,
or some sort of just hairless mammal.
Yeah,
because naked mole rats, they don't look fucking mammal to me.
No, and they actually look like they kind of got 3 teeth. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
They've got the 2 big fuckers sticking out of the front.
Yeah.
So
that's what I mean. It's all spectacle. Like, I'd say it's probably more of a reptile.
Yeah.
Because of the feeding habits, and it's trying to warm itself up with you drinking warm animals' blood, like warm-blooded animals. It's doing it for a reason. It can't.
Yeah.
Surely there isn't enough protein, nutrients
for
an animal like that to survive.
No way in hell.
Unless it's some sort of insectivore, what actually eats insects, but then drinks blood from mammals.
Could do.
Where it gets like the other proteins and stuff. That's the only reason I could think of it actually being able to do that. Because it might not be powerful enough or, I don't know, dangerous enough to actually kill an animal by eating it.
Yeah.
But if it can latch, like remoras with sharks.
Yeah.
And they suck on the sharks and they eat all the the dead skin and that. It's kind of like that. Like they're a parasite.
Yeah.
So it sticks onto the animal and it just holds on for dear life and just sucking the life out of it.
Yeah.
Sucking its soul out.
Oh, God, don't. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Oh, and also, if you're still listening, Josh still hasn't looked at my big toe yet.
No, and I'm not going to. Well, yeah, I looked at it. I'm just not touched it.
Oh, yeah, that's it, yeah. Why not?
Because I'm not touching a toe. What? Why?
Chupacabra would.
Yeah, well, I'm not a fucking Chupacabra.
Oh, no.
I'm sucking the soul out of a goat. Some words I never thought I'd have to say in my life.
If I knew how to do it, I'd sound clip.
Wait, oh my God, I didn't know where that was going. I just said I've never sucked off a goat. You went, if I knew how to do it. I was like, wait, what?
Well, ain't fucking hard, is it?
It's like, whoa.
Got whales, mate. I'll show
the
you.
Fucking bus. Jesus Christ.
So yeah, we've talked about vampires, like where the folklore and that comes from. We talked about the most famous vampire of them all, Dracula, and we talked about a cryptid, what's got vampiric nature.
Yeah,
it's Chupacabra. So, have you got any questions?
I want to know where the whole Fang-esque sort of thing come from, because someone obviously had to come up with that originally.
I think that was probably Bram Stoker.
Yeah,
I'd say with Dracula.
And where the whole wings, because not one point of that mentioned wings. I know it was the whole Van Helsing thing, the devil gave him wings, but that's not the only vampire depicted to have wings.
No.
So
I just think because of drinking blood, and there's only, at the time there's only one animal known to really do that, the vampire bat.
Wings, yeah.
And it had wings, so it's like they're closely related, and they kind of mixed it together. So the devil gave him wings. That's such a sick saying, though.
Yeah, the devil gave him wings.
Yeah. Got put in a fortress he could never escape, so the devil gave him wings.
That's badass.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Couldn't have said that any better. As you can tell, we're just massive Van Helsing fanboys.
Yeah.
And I'd love to. Thing is, they left it on a fucking cliffhanger, though, in a way, didn't they? How he got on his horse and started riding off like he was ready to go again.
Yeah. But he probably just went back to the chapel or whatever.
Yeah, but
they said, right, go in there.
Yeah.
Deal with a fucking, I don't know.
You can make another film of that then.
Yeah, true. I think at the same time, I'm glad they left it, though.
Yeah.
Because like I said earlier, they got all the perfect characters in that first film.
Yeah.
All it takes is for them to have some shitty pointless characters in the next one, and it's killed it.
The thing is, they could have had like the creature from the Black Lagoon.
No.
No. It's like that fucking
I've heard of the creature of the Black Lagoon, but I don't know
What it looks
what it's
like.
supposed to look like or anything like that.
Really?
No.
Like the Fishman thing.
No. Not a clue.
What? Hang on. I've got a fucking... I can't believe you don't know that.
No.
You've seen Hotel Transylvania, haven't you?
Don't think I have, no.
What?
I don't think I have.
Them films are sick. Right. Bearing in mind, this was made in 1954. So imagine if they'd done it
Right, yeah, okay.
like Van Helsing.
Okay.
For Van Helsing.
For Van Helsing, yeah, but what the fuck is that?
What's the creature from the Black Lagoon? I used to think that was sick when I was a kid. Don't get me wrong.
That's like if fucking Aquaman and the Iron Giant had a baby.
Jesus. But no, I'm surprised they've never remade that, you know, because back in like the 50s, you had like Count Dracula, you had the Mummy.
Yeah.
The Mummy. You could do like Van Helsing fucking up the
that would
Mummy.
but then could that get copyrighted by the Mummy?
Well, no, because at the time, you had like the Wolfman, Dracula, Creature
true.
in Black. They were all in the same.
Yeah. I suppose
Same studio.
Yeah,
I
and I
think.
suppose the same way. The Mummy hasn't exactly trademarked mummies, have they?
No. Well, no, exactly.
So
and
yeah, they could use it.
And in the Mummy, like the shitty one with Tom Cruise,
Mm.
fucking wanker, it had Dr. Jekyll in it.
Oh right,
And he was in Van Helsing.
yeah,
So
yeah, they could have done it with the Mummy. That would have been pretty cool. Actually.
that'd have been fucking sick, mate. Seeing that sounds gay. See, oh, no. I was gonna say like seeing Van Helsing in the desert. I like his mate though. His mate
Oh,
is
what's his
hilarious.
name?
Carl. Yeah, he is hilarious.
Yeah. He tries shagging the woman. It's like
He
"But you
did.
can't do that. Yeah, I know, but it's like you
Oh.
can't do that. You're a monk. Well, technically, I'm just a friar.
Yeah.
It's getting himself, girl.
Yeah. Then that's how he found out about
Yeah, but that picture was so cool.
sick,
With
wasn't
the
it?
clock chime, and they just turn into the
Yeah,
fucking
they're
monsters.
fighting normal.
Yeah.
Then they're like, "Fuck this,
Run!
Yeah, and it's like, oh. Honestly, being a kid and watching that, I was like, "This is the best film ever made."
It is so good.
It's so
Seriously,
underrated.
Fucking watch it. Fuck your Twilight off, right? Fuck your fucking sparkler people and your stupid dogs, right? And watch this. And then tell me that Twilight's better than that, because I guarantee you, if you do, you were dropped on your head at birth. Fact.
So you're just saying my wife was dropped on her head at?
Has she seen Van Helsing?
Yeah,
She preferred Twilight over Van Helsing.
yeah.
I'm sorry, she was dropped on her head at birth.
That don't give me much hope, much confidence there, boy.
I'm sorry, but it's fact.
To be fair. Yeah, but I'd love to look like Hugh Jackman in that.
Yeah.
Like that hat he had on would look stupid on anyone else.
Yeah.
He just pulls it off.
Yeah.
It's like you're such a prick. You're such an Aussie prick.
Yeah.
Why do you have to look good in anything
There's only
you wear?
one Donny that can pull that up other than Hugh Jackman, and that's him.
Undertaker.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
They're the only two people
Yeah,
that can pull that shit
that's
off.
true. Yeah.
But it's the long dark hair.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what
yeah.
makes it.
Yeah. True. No, but it's the bit that always hypes me up is when they just arrive in that in Transylvania and they're all like surrounded Van Helsing. And they're like, "We'll take your weapons off you," and he just went, "You can try."
try.
I was like,
At the same time, I
"Oh!"
loved it after they he killed the vampire, and they're all pissed off about it.
Yeah.
And he's like, because they only killed 2 or 3 people a month to survive. Now they're going to kill for revenge, you twat. What you fucking done? It's like, I can't win.
What do you want me to do?
And can we also say, which we haven't mentioned, Kate Beckinsale.
Oof.
Jeez! Allah! Allah!
Have you ever seen Underworld?
Yeah, brother. Fuck of me. Jesus, Mary, Joseph, and the wee donkey. Fuck, you know.
Very good films.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Because they're on Netflix at the minute,
Yeah.
or like the Underworld. I ain't seen them in fucking
I only
years.
saw the first 2.
Yeah. Because I fucking forgot that Michael Sheen was in it.
Was he?
Yeah, he's Lycan.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. He was. Yeah. he was-
So he's in a good werewolf film.
Mm.
He's not in that stupid shit. I'm sorry, I go on about it all the time, but I fucking hate it so much.
Him who plays Dracula in Van Helsing. I haven't seen him in anything else.
No. I think he's dead now.
Is he?
I'm pretty sure he is.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, I ain't having it.
I'm sure he is.
Can you imagine if, like, for heaven's sakes, like, somehow Dracula comes back? He got kicked out of hell. That'd be a pretty good storyline, wouldn't it?
That would. I thought you meant in real life. That's why I was a bit. That's why I was quiet. I was like, what?
No, in Van Helsing.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
So he's got a way of coming back. Richard Roxburgh.
Yeah, I'm sure he's dead.
No.
No?
No.
Oh, apologies if you're listening. Love to have you on the podcast.
Oh, Buzz.
As long as you talk in that accent.
Buzz.
He'd have to talk in that accent.
He's Australian.
I know, but he'd have to talk in that accent.
I would fucking Buzz. Yeah, he ain't really done a lot, though.
Like I said, he was just cast perfect for that role, though, weren't he?
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, he has been in a few things.
Robbie Coltrane acted Dr. Jekyll.
Did he?
Apparently.
Oh, he's it. Him, we were just saying, he plays Dracula. He's in the new Elvis film.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he plays Vernon Elvis.
Yeah.
Oh, Vernon Presley, sorry. Oh. And he's in The Crown.
Oh, so he has been in a bit now.
Yeah, to be fair.
He was in The Crown? Who was he in The Crown?
Bob Hawke.
Not a clue.
No, I got a fucking clue either. Have you ever seen, what's it called? Dracula Untold?
No, I've heard of it, but I ain't seen it.
No, I was saying there. I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard some
Yeah.
people say, like, oh, it's really good. Like, you kind of, like, go on Dracula's side
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But I don't think Van Helsing's in it.
No, that's shit then.
Might change my name by default to Van Helsing. Eddie Van Helsing.
Sounds like Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah, I know. I can't play the guitar. Yeah, Van Helsing. Because then I would be a proper monster hunter with a name like that.
Van Helsing. Oh, does that mean I'm Carl? I'm a Black Carl. I don't want to be a fucking friar. Fuck that.
Yeah, but you get to build weapons.
Yeah, but... True. But also got to be a friar.
Well, we ain't got to go to the Vatican, are we?
Oh, thank fuck for that. We'd burn.
Yeah, true. That'd be a cool episode in the Vatican.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let us.
No.
I just thought as well, that place where they're saying with the Chupacabras, where they were going to do a festival, and they said, nah, because you'll just wake it up and you'll come and eat. And it tempted, like, to try and make a festival.
Yeah. I was tempted to say, let's go investigate it until you said it was in Juarez. I'm good.
Why?
Juarez is like cartel's country. Juarez is where the whole Mexican cartel shit is.
Well, as long as you don't buy drugs off them, you're all right.
I'm more thinking of just getting shot up in a crossfire.
Well, if you see like two cars pull up next to each other and guns pull out, just go the other way, mate.
I'll go with America. Well, actually, no. Well, hang on. Juarez or America? Which am I more likely to get shot in? Fucking Jesus.
I'd say America. You'd probably be all right in America.
I don't know.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, we'll go there.
We go to Puerto Rico.
I feel more safe there.
I don't really know much about Puerto Rico. It sounds smart though.
Isn't that where Jake Paul's living now?
I ain't got a fucking clue.
I swear.
I thought it was Los Angeles.
No, he moved out there. That's where they both did.
Did they?
Yeah.
Why?
They got the money too, and the place looks unreal.
Fair play, fair play.
I'm sure it's Puerto Rico or something along them lines.
Or could it be Costa Rica?
Could have been. Puerto Rico, Costa Rica.
I know Courtney wants to go to Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Because they got the sloths.
Are they?
Yeah. You can go and cuddle sloths there.
I'd want to take one home though.
Would you?
Yeah.
Can you imagine waking up and seeing that thing look at you?
It's a noise they make though.
Piss me off.
It'd be fucking brilliant.
Honestly, I remember when I first took Courtney to Colchester Zoo. This is when we first got together. So like her first birthday, we got together, and I took her to Colchester Zoo.
Her first birthday.
Don't
Do you want to rewrite that? Do you want to reword that?
The first birthday.
The first birthday. Her first birthday with you two being together.
Yes.
There we
Comment.
go. Fucking Jesus! You almost caught a case.
Fucking, she was. Moving on. And one like crawled above her head.
Right.
I've never seen a girl fall like into tears, pretty much.
Over a sloth.
She loves them. She's got one tattooed on her arm, for fuck's sake. That'd be me if I saw a great white. I think I'd cry.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was on the boat and a great white swim bra, I'd ball.
We've got to do that for a vlog.
100%.
We've got to do that. Shark cage.
South
diving,
Africa.
Whatever it's called, yeah.
Yeah, South Africa,
100%.
Cape Town. Got to do it.
100%. I'm so down.
That is my bucket list.
Yeah. There you go. We'll get that sorted. We've got to go.
But and then while we're in Africa, we go to Congo.
No.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
What?
Isn't that where the big fucker is?
What?
The spider.
Spiders.
Yeah, no. I'll stay in South Africa.
South Africa, man.
I'll go watch the Springboks. Well, you go look for fucking 8-legged freaks.
It's Jabafofi.
Yeah, that cunt.
Yeah, but they've got dinosaurs apparently there as well.
Yeah, well, call me when you find Matt and I'll come over.
Oh, yeah. Take the fucking glory, will you?
Yeah. I ain't going there no spider. I'm good.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Would it?
Yeah.
To see a dinosaur, yeah.
No, even the spiders. Because
No.
scientists keep saying that they can't exist, which I, in a way, agree with.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll fucking agree with, hopefully.
It's because their lungs. They got like hollow. Like there is a name for it. I can't think what they're fucking called now. If someone knows, let me know. It's like bookmark lungs. It's something to do with book. Yeah, I don't know. But it's because they're at the perfect weight. Because that's why tarantulas move really slow. It's because they can't, because of their lungs can't allow them.
Yeah.
To actually move quick. I mean, you
They
do
strike
get
quick though.
Yeah, you do see them. They bolt and that, but
Yeah,
they do a
they're
bolt
fucking
and then
knackered.
they're knackered. They have to stop. Whereas the size of Jabafofi, which is meant to be about 4 foot tall,
No. I think I would shoot myself. I genuinely think I would shoot myself. If that thing come near me, I'd kill myself. Straight up. Won't even hesitate.
because they're about like for 4 foot tall and that, it is near on impossible for them to actually produce enough oxygen
Good.
for them to live.
Good.
I just
Hope I can't suffocate.
no. I think
Yes!
they're sick.
4-foot spider!
Yeah, it'd be alright.
Nah!
You'd be with me, mate.
I ain't got the facilities for that, big man. I'm good.
You'd be with me. It'd be alright. I'll look at you.
Fucking Jesus. I'd be clutching onto your leg like a little child.
Like how I was at the pirate ship. Right. I'm meant to be this quite like this fairly big, burly, like monster hunting lumberjack looking fucker. Like, you know what I mean? And I was on a pirate ship, you know, at the fair, like what you get at like seasides and that will go, like they don't go all the way over, but they go fucking high.
Oh, yeah.
I scream like a little bitch. And I'm not ashamed to say it, but the worst thing about it was, when I did open my eyes, there was a little kid in front of me with his arms up in the air, thinking it's the best time of his life. I was close to tears. I was shaking.
Honestly, the best thing I've ever seen. It was so fucking funny. Oh, God.
And I thought I was doing a clever thing by sitting in the middle.
Nah.
Well, no, because if I was sitting at the end, can you imagine what I'd have been like?
Yeah, true.
I would have been furious. So I thought, no, I'm all right in the middle. This won't be too bad. I near I'd cry. When I got off that, I was shaking more than I was when I was about to get married. And I'm not.
You're not even lying.
No, I'm not. At my wedding, my hand was dead still. When I got off that, I looked like I had Parkinson's. I couldn't roll a fag. I couldn't have a sip of drink. I couldn't do nothing.
It was so funny. Oh, it's fucking incredible.
But what pissed me off, right, because this was like for Lewis Stag do, I said, I'll do that if you come on the waltzers. The prick never come on the waltzers.
Rat.
Yeah.
No, your true friends are.
That's it. When your back's against the wall, you know who they are.
Yeah. Weasel.
Yeah. I'm glad I've done it because it made everyone else laugh, but yeah, nah, fuck that. Thing is, I've done it before. I've been on one before.
Yeah.
And I hated it then. I thought, because I was a bit younger then, I thought, I'm a bit older now, you know. I'm a bit
Might
more,
be alright,
bit more
yeah.
seasoned. Nah.
Nah.
I was just as bad, if not worse. Because at least when I done it when I was young, I think I was that terrified, my eyes was just open. This time I had my eyes shut for most of it. So.
Fucking hell.
It was just people, like random people laughing at me, and I'm thinking, fuck off.
Oh, God.
You know, I'll just know for a fact we're going to go to one of these conventions. So I said, I remember you. You screamed on a fucking pirate ship.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to hit him.
Oh, God.
I've got to do something, like, prove that I'm manly now. I don't know, I've got to, like, punch a tree down or something now, and I was like...
Got to find a Chupacabra.
Yeah, I've got to punch a Chupacabra in the face. Like, bite my blood. Suck my blood, you cunt.
Fucking hell. Oh, God.
Right. I haven't got any more on the matter of vampires and Chupacabra alike.
No, I think that's good.
Yeah.
Perfect time to end it.
Yeah. So, but finally, on the scale of, like, because when we like for reality, because I'd say like Bigfoot, because you're out of all the cryptids I spoke about, Bigfoot, so I think you're the one that most think is real.
Yep.
And say Mothman, which is most unlikely thing to be real. Where would you sit?
I'd sit. Let's say Bigfoot's 1 and Mothman's 10 for ridiculousness. I'd say vampire probably about 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you do get some fuckers that claim to be vampires, don't you?
Yeah.
Like I remember. Oh mate, I remember watching a fucking program, and it was, you know, like classic what you used to see, like a human vampire. They're goths.
Yeah.
I have a guy think get goths. I'm usually quite attracted to goth girls, so I'm not gonna lie. Courtney had bright red hair when I first met her. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh no. But so like, but I remember sitting. They were fucking on the other level.
Yeah,
mate. And they were literally like not draining each other, but they were pouring like wine glasses full of blood from each other.
What?
And now I think they were even buying like, you know, like the sachets of blood.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah. Then they'd have it with their dinner and shit like that. They'd have like steak pretty much raw and shit like that.
Nah.
With the blood all in it. Yeah, no, they
Lady
were,
the lifeboats. I want off.
Yeah, no, they really thought they were vampires.
Yeah, no,
and
fuck
stuff like that. Yeah, so there is some fucked up people.
I'd say vampires. I'd put 3. Chupacabra. I'd probably put slap bang in the middle. Probably go 5.
Yeah. But just the only thing what makes me think they're real is what's causing them deaths.
Yeah, that's. If it weren't for that, I'd probably put them a bit lower. But yeah, it is the deaths that are. Yeah, I'd say they're slap bang in the middle.
Yeah, fair enough. Right, what we got next week then, Josh?
Next week we have got another serial killer, and it is someone who is known as the Zodiac Killer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, boy! Oh no, I'm buzzed on that.
Yeah. So
buzzed.
we'll be talking about his killings, who they reckon he is, because obviously they don't know. Although I have seen something they do reckon.
Nah, they don't know.
Nah.
They don't know. That's what I like about it in a way.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like about it. He's a serial killer, but it's like the mystery of it.
Yeah, we're talking about him. The only difficult side is because we don't know who it is, we can't really talk about his upbringing and that.
No, that is it.
But so it will mainly just be about his killings and how he evaded everyone for so long and all that sort of
and
thing.
how he pretty much laughed.
All the messages and that he was sending to the police and that. He was a tap motherfucker.
Yeah, clever. Very, very, very clever.
So we're talking about him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, Buzz. Oh, I'm looking for... Oh, that's good. Oh, mate, that's going to be good. That's going to be very, very good. No, but, yeah, thank you. If you have listened, make sure to follow us on Facebook, which is Myths and Mysteries in Black and White. Search us up on Instagram, which is Myths and Mysteries _.
Yeah.
Email us at
mythsandmysteries@outlook.com.
Thank you very much. Listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, Josh,
Podbean, Amazon, Podchaser, Player FM, and iHeartRadio.
So it's a few places.
Yeah, there's a fair few.
Yeah. And you know what? We need to start discussion, Josh.
What's that?
Merch.
Yeah.
I would like some merch.
I would, definitely.
Thing is we don't know if anyone would fucking have it, to be honest.
Yeah,
so.
That's the problem. Let us know. Would you be interested if we brought out some merch? And if you would be interested, what would you like to see us bring out? You know, whether it's t-shirts, hats, hoodies.
Yeah, we could always make merch just for me and you for time being.
Yeah.
And then if it does, like say, especially with the YouTube, when we start filming investigations and actually going about and doing other bits and pieces, not just a podcast, because I mean, people don't really know what we look like.
No.
So yeah, when we start doing that, we'll start
wearing the merch and
if people
see if people like it, and then we could always bring it up.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. But no, thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
See ya.